In the last class, we learned a brief description about what tokenization is. Let us review. Tokenization is a splitting of the sentence into its constituent tokens. As we see in this image, the example "this is a sample" can be broken down into four tokens: this, is, a, and sample. We can notice that this, is, a, and sample. There are four tokens formed here. Tokenization is a way of separating a piece of text into smaller units called tokens. As you saw in the previous slide, the sentence "this is a sample" is broken down into the tokens "this is a" and "sample." Tokens can either be words, characters, or subwords. Hence, tokenization can be broadly classified into three types: word tokenization, character tokenization, and subword or n-gram characters tokenization. For example, let us consider the sentence "never give up." The most common way of forming tokens is based on space. Assuming that Assuming that the space is the delimiter, the tokenization of the sentence results in three tokens: never, give, and up. As each token is a word, it becomes an example of word tokenization. Similarly, tokens can either be characters or subwords. For example, let us consider the word smarter. From character tokenization, we can have the characters S, M, A, R, T, E, R as the tokens. Using subword tokenization, this word smarter can be split up into two halves. The first half containing the root word smart, and the second half containing the letters er, which are the suffix of the original word smarter. Word tokenization. Tokenization is most commonly used using tokenization algorithm. It splits a piece of text into individual words based on certain delimiters. Depending upon delimiters, the different word level tokens are formed. In word tokenization, the formation of tokens is the space or the gap in between the words. As we can see in the sentence, there's a gap between the words the and cat. This forms the delimiter and is used to tokenize the sentence. Every space element within the sentence breaks the sentence into different tokens. So the number of words in this text are "the cat sat on the mat." So that those are six words, hence six tokens are formed: the cat sat on the mat. Notice how the ending or the termination symbol is also considered as a token. Drawbacks of word tokenization. One of the major issues with word tokens is dealing with out of vocabulary words. Out of vocabulary words refer to the new words which are encountered at testing. These new words do not exist in the vocabulary, hence, these methods fail in handling out of vocabulary words. Now, we remember watching the movie Three Idiots, in which there is a word called remember this word in the movie? It is not an actual word, which means it does not exist in any dictionary or any textbook wheresoever. If such made up words are used within the text, the word tokenization tokenizes such words as well, and hence this can be a drawback. Character tokenization. Character tokenization splits a piece of text into a set of characters. It overcomes the drawbacks we saw above about word tokenization. Character tokenization handles out of vocabulary words coherently by preserving the information of the word. It breaks down the out of vocabulary words into characters and represents the word in terms of these characters. It also limits the size of the vocabulary. Want to take a guess on what the size of the vocabulary is? Yes, it's 26 because there are 26 alphabets in the English literature. Character tokenization also has a certain amount of drawbacks. Character tokenization solves the out of vocabulary problem, but the length of the input and the output sentences increases rapidly as we are representing a sentence as a sequence of characters. As a result, it becomes challenging to learn relationship between the characters to form meaningful words. This brings us to another tokenization known as subword tokenization, which is somewhere in between word and character tokenization. Subword tokenization. Look at this example here. The word they considered is unfriendly. Unfriendly can be made out of three words. The first part being un, you can see the first part being on here, the second being friend, and third being e. So it's made up of three different words. The root word or the main content of this word unfriendly is friend. But notice how there is a prefix and suffix which, when isolated, do not make sense. The word un or the word li do not make sense individually, but when it's combined with the root word, the main portion of the word, the prefix and suffix do make sense when combined with the main word. Subword tokenization splits the piece of text into subwords or n-gram characters. In our example considered here, it's a 3-gram character because it can be split up into three words: un, friend, and li. Hence, it's 3-gram characterization here. For example, words like lower can be segmented as low or LOW low and the suffix ER. And the word smartest can be made smart and EST and so on. Transformed based on models, the SOTA in NLP rely on subword tokenization algorithms for preparing vocabulary. Now I will discuss one of the most popular subword tokenization algorithms known as byte pair encoding in the coming chapters. Now this is the summary of today's chapter of this chapter. The sample taken here is the sentence. This is tokenization. This is tokenizing in fact. The character level tokenization breaks each character. Here you can see THIS and it's every character spelled out here. Notice how the last terminating character, the full stop, is also characterized here. Word level tokenization tokenizes each word, and notice how the terminating character, since it is not a part of any word, it is considered a separate entity, and hence, even in word level tokenization, the terminating character is a token by itself. In the subword level tokenization, the words this is similar to the previous situation in word level tokenization because they are complete words and cannot be broken down into any smaller versions. The word tokenization can be broken down into two parts, subparts: token and izing. Hence, there are two tokens in the subword level.